the notion of talent lets us off the hook. I find that if we make the excuse that other people are just more talented than us, other people are born with more talent, they have more talent, they have talent and I don't have talent. Having that attitude lets us off the hook too much, because it's like saying, well, I wasn't lucky enough to be born with this talent, which I totally don't agree with. I think there is an element of people being born with an aptitude to be able to succeed, but I am also an advocate of the fact that I think people can learn way past what talent allows them to be receptive to. So, you know, like when you're born, you're not an amazing basketball player, right? You don't suddenly have this basketball talent gene that you have acquired, right? Instead, what happens is you train that skill, you develop that passion, you develop that strength in you, and over time you can outwork someone with talent. I think that's the overall message here, that people have either a growth or a fixed mindset, and the fixed mindset is along the lines of, well, I was born with this, I'm only so good as what I am right now, I can't get any better. The growth mindset is, I know that if I put in the work, if I put in the effort, I can develop myself. I am an adaptation machine, and I can feed myself in terms of forcing my body and mind to adapt, to learn and grow, to have that growth mindset. So I think relying on talent lets you off, especially if you feel that you weren't born with talent. If you weren't born with talent and you just kind of quit and give up on yourself, that's very much a fixed mindset kind of view of the world, in terms of, well, they've got it good, I haven't got it good, so therefore why bother trying? Whereas someone with a growth mindset is going to be like, well, yeah, maybe he or she was born with so much talent, however, you can still get to that level if you want to. You can still acquire skills over time. You can develop experience. You can learn from lots of mistakes, learn from experimentation over the coming weeks, months and years. And you could far outperform people with natural born talent. You are still allowed, I'm still giving you permission, right? Whether you're looking for it or not, I'm still giving you permission to develop yourself, because it's not about having natural born talent. It's actually about how committed and how ready you are to put in the work. All right? Talent lets you off the hook. Whereas I'm a believer that you get out what you put in terms of effort, in terms of commitment, in terms of self-discipline, in terms of the willingness to learn, willingness to make mistakes so that you learn quicker and quicker, because it's all an experimentation, right? They're not really mistakes. You just found ways that didn't work, so you then tweak and try in a different way. You try a different tact, but you don't just give up. You only lose to people who you deem as more talented than you if you quit. If you understand that as long as you don't quit, you could always be on a par with or outperform those people that you deem are more talented than you. Saying that someone is more talented than you just lets you off the hook. And how defeatist is that? Because I know I've seen people who weren't necessarily born with this talent to do X, Y, and Z, but they've developed it over the years. They've developed it over constant, consistent effort on their part. whether it's improving their fitness, improving their health, improving their literacy, improving their programming, or whatever it is that they want to develop. They can do it, and they don't have to rely on their intrinsic talent. They rely instead on their personal commitment, their perseverance, and their discipline, and their willingness to keep trying, willingness to keep going and putting in the effort and not quit.